at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. We are happy, and you don't want to know why that is? It's because it's Fan Braggin Friday.
How can you not be? And I'll tell you what, when you're smiling, I mean, you want to change your attitude in a moment. Smile. Listen to Fan Braggin Friday. Hear other people going out of their way to say something nice about somebody else in business. This is part of the revolution, that we are changing the way people treat people in business, saying something nice, paying it forward, going out of your way to promote somebody else, because where you go, your brand follows. And we partner up with the Highlands Ranch Chamber of Commerce. Every week they post a fan bragging request for them to shout out and to promote chamber members, chamber members promoting chamber members. What a concept, right?
It's a wonderful concept.
And so this week, and Krista Simonson with the Simonson Team Remax Professionals, they are members of our Extreme Customer Service Directory. She is the volunteer that heads up the Highlands Ranch Chamber Facebook page.
Right.
And so every week she puts out just a little shout to encourage people to promote each other. And so today she says, share with us a story about another business in the chamber who is getting it right. Great customer service, a fantastic product, or your just go-to. Because when you brag about someone else, you look fantastic too. And we were able to read, Mickey actually fan bragged about Dr. Matt Turner at Optimal Health Matters a little bit earlier. And then Krista had written down, because, she's not just a do as I say. She actually models the behavior as well.
We can park that car right there for just a minute, because truly Krista Simonson and her husband Dave, they have literally walked the walk, if you will. They have been faithful in their presentation of Fan Braggin Friday for years, and we're so grateful for them.
Absolutely. And so Krista, because she always sets the pace, she says the ambassadors had their monthly meeting at the Outback Steakhouse in Highlands Ranch. She says, we love that restaurant. They have great service. The food and the staff is always consistent. It's so great. Look forward to the next time. So she was fan bragging. The Outback Steakhouse was the host of the committee meeting. Eric and I got to be at that committee meeting. Yes, they let us in.
Right? Well, me.
Yeah. You.
They let me in.
They let you in.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, Josh Carroll is the proprietor of the Outback Steakhouse. He is very classy. Great place to take your family. Their service is fantastic. Fantastic happy hour. And they're not open for lunch, so you have to go after work.
And they've got a bloomin' onion.
Yeah, they do.
There's no rules, just right. All right, Jessica Backus writes in. You remember Jessica? She's the one who Jerry Brown fan bragged about at just a few minutes ago. Jessica says, if you are at all in the market for a photographer, now somebody's covering up my screen. If you're all in the market for a photographer, you must use KB Digital Designs. Katie Brewer is amazing. Her work is amazing. She's dedicated to her craft. Check her out. That's KB Digital Designs and Katie Brewer. Thank you for the fan brag, Jessica. We appreciate that.
I'll tell you what, I love the whole idea, when you take the time to fan brag, that tells our listeners that you're probably fan bragging worthy yourself.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't offer good customer service, if it's just not a thing to you, you're not going to notice when you get it. Somebody could be just pouring service all over you, and you wouldn't even get it if it's not your thing. So those that call in and fan brag, we encourage our listeners to do business with them as well. And there's often all this reciprocity, because people who fan brag often get fan bragged about themselves, and it goes around. And I'll tell you what, we're that rising tide.
Right.
And we are a rising tide, because everybody in the community, there's so much good. There's so much good. There's so much good in our schools and our children, our teenagers. There's so much good that happens. But most of the places, wherever we go, we focus on the negative. In fact, there's this icky football player this week that's getting all this attention.
Mr. Sherman.
He shall not be named here.
Oh, he shall
I don't
not
like
be
him.
named. Sorry
I
about
do not
that.
like him. enough people are talking about him. But there's some really good players on the teams, and there's some really good people doing stuff in the community. There's people that are worthy of our time, our attention, and our media's attention. And I think the people want to hear the good stuff.
We know that's true. And speaking of reciprocity, I just put a new reciprocity in my
Amateur.
No.
I cooked a chicken
In your rice cooker?
in my rice cooker.
A chicken?
I
A
cooked
whole
a chicken. I cooked a chicken. No rice, though.
You're a believer.
I am. I've fallen hard. Well, my son, I have to convince my son. He's the skeptic of the house. Mom, what was wrong with our old rice cooker?
Nothing.
Nothing, but it only cooks rice. And Eric says I can cook a whole one-pot meal in 30 minutes.
What'd you steam on top of those that chicken that you put in there?
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Oh, my gosh.
Chicken
it's
and
like
broccoli.
Perfect.
Chicken and broccoli in the rice cooker.
My favorite.
Hello?
I'm telling my friend Carrie, I said the only prep, I need a cutting board and a knife, and that's it. I stick that in the dishwasher. I put the stuff in, and she's like, well, how's it different than a crock pot? Well, the crock pot takes 4 hours.
Faster.
This takes 30 minutes.
Hello?
45, depending on what you're making. And then I put it in, and I walk away. And I walked away, and Michael and I, we were doing our push-up because we're doing the 100 push-up challenge.
Right.
And we're just being goofy and silly, and my girls came home.
You're having fun with your family?
And we're just having fun. And then we sit down, we have dinner. And then we always clean the kitchen as a family.
Right.
Took like 2 minutes because all that stuff goes in the dishwasher.
There's no mess. It is just the most amazing thing. Rice Cooker Chronicles on Facebook. If you want reciprocities, I'd be happy to give you mine. While you were doing that, you know what I made? Ham and beans. And it didn't take me 25 minutes. It took me 10 minutes to make a complete meal, ham and beans. Serves 6. Yes, my reciprocity. Okay, my recipe is on Rice Cooker Chronicles.
It's on fire.
It is on fire.
I know. So I've been on record saying Eric's got a very dysfunctional relationship with his rice cooker, but I have fallen in. I was saying also to Carrie, I'm like, where was this machine? All those years I was doing those freezer meals, I'm doing I'm looking for the 5 minutes or the one pot meals, like all of us. And Carrie, she says, Angel, that was fellowship. I'm like, oh, I thought it was all about trying to find easy ways to make dinner.
You know what, Carrie? You need to come and hang out with me over at Rice Cooker Chronicles. Raymer's Rice Cooker Chronicles is the group on Facebook. Free to attend. All kinds of great things. Look at the picture of what we're having for lunch in just a couple minutes.
I think, that's Angel's favorite part is now Eric brings me lunch every day. We don't have to order out because I'm not really a big let's do takeout. So he brings in lunch. I love it. This hour of the Experience Pros Radio Show, this Fan Braggin' Hour, brought to you by Binkley IT. Design, implement, and support, serving their customers with extreme customer service for over 15 years. Binkley IT helps you solve the IT puzzle. One piece at a time. Contact them at binkleyit.com or 720-254-1057.
There's Fan Braggin' Friday for you today. You are now free to have a great weekend. Thanks to Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that do business with the Experience Pros. We thank you. Have a great weekend.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560, The Source.
Lisa's on Facebook. How do you justify building wealth when there is so much need in the world?
Dave Ramsey.
I justified it because I am not Jesus.